Okay, so how do we know that? Okay, the first thing that we need to do is to get the probabilities per branch. So this is equal to, okay, in the first place, let me open the parentheses to express the probabilities from Lubbock, Texas, which is 1/3 for the city times 1/3 for the sport itself. Okay? And then we need to add that probability to the next city. Okay, so this is plus. For Dallas, I have 1/3. So let's open parentheses again. 1/3 for the city plus 1/2 for the sport. 1/2 for the sport. Okay, and then we add again, but for El Paso, we have 1/3 parentheses 1/3 for the city. Okay, plus 1/4 for the sport. Okay, and here is the equation. Okay, so if we continue with this equation, if we continue solving this equation, we will have the next thing. Okay, let's continue with the equation. So let me copy this equation and we can continue solving this. Right, so when you multiply 1 times 1, you get 1. 3 times 3 is 9 plus, and then you have 1 times 1 is 1. 3 times 2 is 6 plus 1 times 1 is 1. 3 times 4 is 12. Okay, so for that, what do we have? Okay, the first thing that we need to discover is the minimum common denominator. Okay, how do we find the minimum common denominator? Okay, to do that, let me insert a table of 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 by 4. Okay, this 4 by 4 table. So let's insert the table 4 by 4. Okay, and the table is just right here. Okay, and the first thing that I have, as you can see, I have the number 9, but I need to do this much smaller because it's not that big. Okay, so please wait a little bit and remember that you can also do that at home. Okay, in a piece of paper, of course. Okay, it's here. All right, so it's here. So we have the numbers 9, 6, and 12. So what is the common denominator for those? Okay, the first thing that you need to ask yourself, any of these numbers can be divided by 2, and we can see that at least 2 of them. The 9 is not divided by 2, so it keeps like that, 9. The 6 by 2 is 3. The 12 by 2 is 6. Okay, and then I still have one number that can be divided by 2, 6. Okay, so the 9 is not possible. It remains like that. Same for the 3. And 6 by 2 is 3. Okay, and then all the numbers are divided by 3. So I added 3. And 9 by 3 is 3. 3 by 3 is 1. 3 by 3 is 1. And still I have a number that can be divided by 3. Okay, so to continue with this, I have 1, 1, and 1. Okay, the minimum common denominator will be a multiplication of these numbers. 2 times 2 is 4, times 3 is 12, and times 3 is 36. Is the reason why I told you that at the beginning that this is about 36 people or a multiple of 36 because this is the minimum common denominator. Okay, with this we are able to finish the addition of this fraction. Okay, so if I go again and get the baseball thing, now I will know that the common denominator is actually 36. Okay, so I can go and write the 36 because it'll be the minimum denominator. Okay, so everything here will be divided by 36. This is for sure. Okay, so if I affected the denominator to make it 36, if it was 9 at the beginning and now it's 36,